back to the music channel that is your favorite, where we explore topics in music. And today, we're looking at the similarities in Green Day's American Idiot and the Scooby-Doo new theme song, What's New Scooby-Doo? So, first, I looked up what key they're in, and you have to determine if it's major or minor. So Scooby-Doo is in the key of F major or D minor, and American Idiot is an A flat major or F minor. So, order of sharps goes Father, Charles, goes, down, and ends, battle. Order of flats is battle, ends, and down goes Charles's father, which is just the opposite. So, C, the key of C major, has 0 sharps or flats. And so, you can start with Charles and go the order of sharps, goes, we're going to do that G again, goes, down, and I'll stop there. You can keep going all the way around. That has 1 sharp, that has 2 sharps, that has 3 sharps. Then you can go to the order of flats, and you're on Charles, and you go F. Now you gotta start over, so it's B flat, E flat, A flat. And then, to do the minors, you gotta remember that A has 0 sharps or flats for the minor, and you can do the same thing. So I'll be back. So I added the relative minors into the majors that we already done, just like the first time. And this is how I like to remember all my keys. Makes it really simple. But Scooby-Doo is in F, which is 1 flat, which we can do because it's F or so Scooby-Doo has 1 flat, and American Idiot has 4 flats. Now, since I'm using the clarinet to demonstrate, we remove 2 flats to each of them. American Idiot goes to 2 flats, and Scooby-Doo goes to 0 flats. You still need to add a sharp, so you have 1 sharp. So, the tune of American Idiot, or Scooby-Doo, pardon me, goes like, and the tune of American Idiot goes, hose. So you can tell there is some similarity between the 2 of them. So, now to figure out what, I'll be back in a moment with the board erased so we can go over that. So, the reason that they sound so similar is because it all comes down to music theory, which is why we are at the whiteboard. So, in Scooby-Doo, you start out with What's New Scooby-Doo coming after you, or I'm coming after you. And you start with the 5-6-5-6-4, which is the 5th note you start on the 5th note of the scale, which is a D. And that means that you have 5, 5, 4. Now, if you want to assume that it's minor, and that you're in a minor key, you have 3, 4, 3, 4, 2. Now, in music, the 1, 4, and 5 notes of the scale are very, very, very important, and that's what can tell you everything. So, it looks like it should be minor from this, because you end on 1, which the last note you play is always important. But it's actually major. And I know this because of this 2 right here, and that 2 right there. And I guess that 2 too. And you don't want to end, because the hyphen shows, because in What's New Scooby-Doo, it's What's New Scooby-Doo, coming after you. So that 4 and that 2 are also incredibly important. And so hearing that 4 tells your ears that it's major and not minor. Now, you have American Idiot, which the very intro, the very first 6 notes you hear are 3 5s and a 1. And if we look back over there, you see 5, 1. And the reason that these notes are so important is that 5 creates dissonance and can point you back to 1. So the 5s make it interesting, but the 1 is what makes it sound good. So right off the bat, getting 3 5s and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, you know that the 5 and the 1, you instantly know you're in major. Now, why do they sound so similar? Well, when the vocals finally come in with I Don't Want to Be an American Idiot, you have the 2nd note of the scale 6 times, which, as we know over here, weak note. And then you go up to the 3rd note, which is kinda okay. Like, you could end the bar there and it would be fine. You go down to the 2nd, and your ear is expecting to go to the root and just stick on the root. But they drop all the way underneath and overshoot the landing, going to the 7th note of the scale, which is 1 note below the 1st note, and back up to the number 2. And we know from over in Scooby-Doo that you don't want to end on the 2nd note of the scale. 2nd note's a bad note to end on. And this is why American Idiot always seems like it's pushing so far forward. And if you want to say, well, American Idiot is actually in minor, the very first 6 notes would be 3, 3, 3, 6, 6, 6, and that is not a strong start. It's very clearly major. It's a textbook example of hitting the 5. They actually hit it a couple times, and then go up to the 1. It's clean. So, but the reason they both sound so similar is the 4 note there and the 2 note there. That's why they sound similar, and they both use that stepwise motion of just going up and down by 1 number a lot. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.